Hi guys, we have maybe about 10 minutes before it's time for the shortbread to come out of the oven, and like, I gotta tell you, I don't know. I had tried to stream making it, but like, I don't know if it actually took, because like, I got booted out of the app right after I stopped it.
I have to go.
And for the whole time, I read 0 and 0, so I don't know if I was broadcasting or not. And I wasn't really in a position to try to monitor with a second device because that's my iPod, which I've been having trouble with so far as Meerkat is concerned for the last couple of versions. Well, it did well on version 1.3, and then after that, forget it. But, well, it's smelling pretty good, and, well, I can at least tell you about the recipe and then give you some highlights. We've done some cleanup, or at least hopefully you can tell that I made an effort. And, it smells awesome. Anyway, I was doing this from a Braille recipe, and I'll show you what that looks like. And it's seen some use, but I'll read it to you so that you know what exactly I was doing. And oops, I think I had it wrong here. Turn it this way. And I know it'll all look the same to you, but this is what it looks like right side up. I think I had it sideways before. Okay, so anyway, the recipe was for shortbread, and the person who gave it to me from my former place of work got it from a book called The Frugal Gourmet Cooks American, no, actually, it was The Frugal Gourmet on Our Immigrant Ancestors. I was getting confused with what he did the series on, which was The Frugal Gourmet Cooks American. And that person, known by that name, is actually Jeff Smith. Anyway, the recipe was 2 cups of flour, a ½ cup sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a half a pound of butter, 2 sticks, softened, and you had to preheat the oven to 325 and mix the dry ingredients together. Add the butter using a heavy-duty mixer, or do it by hand with a pastry blender. I used the pastry blender and hands towards the end. And it says to knead the dough for a few minutes, then place it on a baking sheet and form it into desired shape, about 3/4 of an inch thick. And I made it round, and I used a fork, as it says here, to flute the edges and to prick holes in the top. And it's been baking for the better part of 30 minutes now, or you bake until it begins to turn golden brown, which I'm not sure, obviously, but anyway, you let it cool for a few minutes and then transfer to a cooling rack to finish cooling. And you can also make cookies, but I didn't wish to be bothered with trying to re-roll scraps and all that, so I didn't. So, I'm just waiting for it to come out of the oven now, and I'm going to put the recipe back with the others. And we're watching the pole darts right now, and what had given me the impetus to make this was it's Wimbledon, and I wanted a little taste treat to have with my tea.
It's true, my loss has been considerable of late. Then let me prove our friendship by advancing whatever might be friend.
Gentlemen, I'll be straight with you. The rewards could be considerable. So are the risks. And like a wager, which I say doesn't, then I would sooner gamble on a vein of copper and the sweat of 50 men than on the turn of a cup. 50 guineas apiece will cover the first 3 months. There's mine.
And mine.
At Web Bureau, I was able to get a chat field to come up when I was standing really close to my desk.
Oh, hey there. Good to see you here, web girl. This is reassuring. I'm sorry that my original stream didn't come up so that you could have seen me actually try to cook this. I don't know. But anyway, for the benefit of you guys, so that you can see how some of us do our ovens, I was lucky enough to still get one with a dial. And so you can see the series of dots here. And for the oven, it starts off at warm and then goes from 200, 250, 300, and 350. So I kind of had to approximate where 325 was. And up here is the microwave with the overlay courtesy of Whirlpool. And let's see, let's check out the timer. Well, it's looking like we have 2 more minutes to wait.
Flash button, comment button, at Web Girl, did you not tweet or something?
Well, I don't even know if it went out because I didn't see the flash button or anything like that. I mean, I guess I should have checked earlier, or it should have crossed my mind maybe that something might not have taken. And a few times, like when I tried to schedule this, it crashed. Hang on.
Camera button, flash button, comment button, at Web Girl, did you not tweet or something? At Web Girl, I was able to get a chat field to come up when I was standing really close to my desk. Unfortunately, when I tried to use the keyboard, it went away. I'm now at Web Girl, hi Kathy. At Web Girl, like this. At Web Girl, 25 people, little dot 3.
Oh, cool. That's neat. Oh, this is making up for 0 and 0, what I got when I was trying to stream actually making this. But you'll get another chance to see me cook because I've got to do Mexican wedding cakes for the American Council of the Blind Convention. And no, these are not cakes. These are a take on Russian tea cakes.
29 people, little dot 6 here now.
Only you put chocolate in them, and they're really good. And then after they are baked, you roll them in powdered sugar, and they're really nice. Oh, this is making me very happy, and thanks for the like and the retweet. And, okay. Hopefully I'm not going to embarrass myself. Let's see by how this may or may not have turned out. I'm going to put this up here.
32 people, little dot 3 here now.
And I gotta get pot holders and get this out of the oven.
You want me to send her this?
You can go.
Yeah, I'll let the timer completely be silent here. And we'll turn off the oven.
Oh, Ross. How do you even put it into words?
You left Francis, I left Francis.
33 people, little dot 3 here now.
Out. Drop down there, and then got me about 7 seconds without blasting. Out.
Okay, it's coming out.
35 people, little dot 5 here now.
Start my horse. And remind me to trust you when I return.
Ain't no call for that, Mr. Ross.
That's not nice.
Just kind. Just civil.
Actually,
Just friend.
right here. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully that's the way it should be. We gotta let it cool first before we do anything else with it. So I'll let you see it. Hopefully. What do you think, guys? How do you think it turned out?
It's a bad business, Ross. But we must make the best of it.
37 people, little dot 4 here now. 37 people, little dot 3 here now.
Verity has greatly disappointed us. Verity, you're aware that she formed an attachment at the ball.
The shortbread. How it turned out.
She was all over the map.
37.
The
At
sea
Web Girl,
cups,
we tweeted this.
blame.
At At Web Girl, did it not reach? At Web Girl others? At Web Girl, are you streaming with earbuds right now?
No, I'm not streaming with earbuds. Sorry. I mean, it just, I don't like going around with stuff in my ears when I'm trying to do stuff. I just not used to it. Plus, I had to wear headphones enough while I was working. I mean, not that earbuds are quite like headphones, but I don't know. I just.
Comment button. At Web Girl, are you streaming with earbuds right now?
So, what do you guys think? How do you think it turned out?
I heard what they told you. It isn't true.
Okay. Well,
It was an accident. She tried to strike him. He pushed her away. She fell and hit her head
He told you this.
at the ball. But there was never any intent to harm her. None in the world. And he's paid for what he did. He lost his rank and went to prison. And I know he would never lift a finger to hurt me.
Still, how can you be
I'm
sure?
sure. He loves
Flash
me.
button. Button. Comment
I
button.
love
At Web
him.
Girl, are you streaming with earbuds right now?
You
Comment
other
button.
people know what that feels like.
okay. Well, y'all got to see the
Yes.
shortbread, and it's cooling like the recipe says it's supposed to for a little bit, and when it's done that, then I'll try cutting a little wedge off of it and seeing how it is. So anyway, thanks those of you who tuned in, and when I do the wedding cakes, we'll try this again. And thanks a lot, Noel, for coming by.
Flip camera button. Stop. Flip stop button. Button. End stream. Are you sure you cancel? Button. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes.